Is the Samsung Galaxy A10s a good phone to buy? Well, in this video, we're going to find out. Please join the Kevin Breeze Tech community on Facebook to chat about budget smartphones, ask questions, and help others. Hi everyone, this is Kevin here, coming at you with my Samsung Galaxy A10s review. Now this device is very new to the market, and don't confuse it with the other A10 phones that came out earlier this year, because we've already gotten the regular A10 and the A10e, but the Galaxy A10s is a whole different phone, with a variety of different benefits. Now in a separate video, I'm going to be comparing this to the other A10 devices, but this phone is an international device, and I picked this up on Amazon for $130. It's factory unlocked, it's dual SIM, and works with any GSM carrier. So if you're in the US, you can use this with AT&T, T-Mobile, Metro by T-Mobile, and Cricket, and other smaller carriers like Mint Mobile. Now the device features a 6.2-inch display coming in at 720p with a 271 ppi and a 19:9 aspect ratio. The display features LCD technology, so it's not AMOLED, but still looks pretty good. I mean, I'm a big fan of the way things look, nice and crisp colors, and the display itself is nice and large. So it's perfect for watching videos, going on social media, browsing the web, really doing anything that you'd want to do on your phone. Now up top here we have a teardrop notch, and in that notch is an 8 megapixel front-facing camera. Now later on in the video I'm going to be showing you photo and video samples from both the front and rear cameras, so stay tuned for that. This device features 32 gigabytes of internal storage with SD card expansion, so that's not too bad. Probably would have liked to see at least 64 gigs, but 32 gigs can definitely get the job done. There is no wireless charging with the Galaxy A10s, but we do have a fingerprint sensor on the back, and it actually works very well, so it's nice and quick, and I'm really happy about that. We also get Face Unlock with the Galaxy A10s, so if you'd rather go that route, then you can always set that up. Now the A10s features dual cameras on the back. We have a 13 megapixel main camera and a 2 megapixel secondary camera, so you do get portrait mode with this phone, and you also get a telephoto option. So in case you're wondering how that works, this is with the standard option for taking photos, and then you can tap on the button over to the right of it to switch to telephoto, and you can see how much it really zooms in on things. The phone has 2 gigabytes of RAM, which is a bit disappointing. I wish it had 3. And we have the MediaTek Helio P22 processor. Now this is the first Samsung device that I've used with a MediaTek processor in it, and the Helio line of processors are actually a lot better than other processors that MediaTek has put out in the past. Now I did run an Antutu benchmark test with this device, and you get a score of 72420 with it, and that's a pretty good score for a phone in this price range. You can see the CPU score is 34915. Video recording on the Galaxy A10s maxes out at 1080p at 30 frames per second. We get a beefy 4000 mAh internal battery with the phone, so you're going to get great battery life. And the software on here is Android 9 Pie, and it does feature Samsung's thick skin laid over, so definitely be prepared for that. So I really do like how small the notch is on the top of the phone. It gives you plenty of room for your various notifications and system status icons. Then on the bottom we do have a little bit of a thicker chin, but that is one of the compromises that you have to make with a phone in this price range, because really, $130 is very inexpensive and affordable. On the left side of the phone we have the slot for the dual SIMs and micro SD card. We have the volume buttons as well. We have a plastic band going around the sides of the phone, and it would have been nice if it was metal, but the build of the phone still does feel very solid. On the right side of the device we have just the power button. Then on the top we have the noise cancelling microphone, and then on the bottom we have the speaker, we have the micro USB port for charging and data transfer. I definitely wish that was USB-C instead. We have the microphone, and we have the 3.5mm headphone jack. Then on the back side of the device we have the camera module, we have the flash, we have the fingerprint sensor, and Samsung logo. And I'm a big fan of this blue color. You can also get the A10s in both red and black, so if you don't like blue, then there you go. So you can get this in a variety of different colors. Now this is the box that the A10s comes in. You can see we have a picture of the phone on the front there. Then on the back we have some different specifications. Now, I bought this on the Amazon US website, but it looks like everything on the back here is written in Spanish. Now, the phone was also in Spanish when I initially turned it on, but I was able to easily switch it over to English. Then we have a packet of literature in this little box here. We have a US wall adapter. We have a SIM card removal tool in there. We have Samsung headphones, and we have the micro USB cable for charging and data transfer. There is some bloatware on here, but it is the typical Samsung pre-installed software. So we get Samsung Members, I don't even know what that is. We get the Galaxy Store, Samsung Notes. There's a whole nother Samsung folder full of other Samsung stuff. But not too bad. I mean, you can remove whatever you want on here too. We also get Facebook and Spotify pre-installed, and some different Microsoft applications. It's kind of interesting here though that the folder did not change to English when I switched the phone into English. If you're big into Instagram, then you're definitely going to like the Galaxy A10s. Performance with Instagram on the phone is pretty smooth, sometimes a little on the choppier side, but it definitely works. So you're going to have no issue posting content and keeping up with everything your friends are up to. So you can easily record a video with the device. You can then swipe over and watch your various stories that are at the top of your feed. So everything works really well. And while you're at it, if you'd like to follow me on Instagram at KevinBreezeTV, that'd be really awesome because I'm really close to hitting 1,000 followers. So we are limited to 2.5 gigahertz Wi-Fi on the Galaxy A10s, unfortunately. So there is no 5 gigahertz option when I went to put in my info to get the Wi-Fi working on the phone. But we'll do a quick speed test here. Now I pay for 150 megabits per second, and it looks like I got a fraction of that speed. And I think part of that is because I cannot connect to the 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi in my apartment. Looks like the upload is 10.4 megabits per second. That's actually pretty standard, and that's what I pay for. It's definitely a dramatic step forward from the MediaTek processors that we've gotten. So video viewing on the Galaxy A10s is definitely a good experience. I like how you can crop in too to fill up the entire display with the content you're viewing. You are limited to 720p with YouTube at least, and that makes sense because the display itself is 720p. The audio quality is pretty good too. I mean, it's definitely not as loud or as good as what you'd find with a flagship phone, but it is still decent, especially for a phone in this price range. Maybe the only issue I had is that when I'm watching videos, I was covering up the speaker quite often at first because it's right here, so I was covering it up quite a bit with my finger. But you have to kind of train yourself not to do that and just hold the phone from the back, I guess. But besides that, I'm very happy with the video viewing experience on the Galaxy A10s. If you're big into mobile gaming, you're going to have some success with the Galaxy A10s. It'll work pretty good for PUBG Mobile, definitely not as good as it would on a flagship phone like the Galaxy S10, but it still will work. This phone is definitely best though for lower end games like Temple Run and Candy Crush and games that just aren't quite as demanding. In a separate video, I will be doing a PUBG test to show you, and I'll probably try out Call of Duty Mobile as well. So the photo and video quality from the Samsung Galaxy A10s is actually one of its strong points. Not because it offers some of the best quality in the industry, but at a phone at this price point, it definitely is very competitive and does impress me. I'm especially happy with how the video recording experience is with the phone. Everything seems to be nice and optimized, and I am glad that this phone has portrait mode on it. So if you are looking for a decent budget smartphone that takes good pictures, then the Galaxy A10s is definitely a good option for you. Let's now cut over to some video quality samples.
Hi everyone, this is Kevin here, coming at you with a test video from the Samsung Galaxy A10s. This is with the front-facing camera, of course. Now let me know what you think of the quality. Really interested to know your thoughts about it. Also, let me know what you think of the microphone quality from this device. Hi everyone, this is Kevin here, coming at you with a test video from the Samsung Galaxy A10s. So let me know what you think. Really interested to know your thoughts about the quality. We do have autofocus in video mode, and it is pretty quick. That's always pretty important. But let me know what you think of the quality.
So I'm really interested to know your thoughts about the Samsung Galaxy A10s. Do you think it's worth buying, or do you think it's worth spending a little bit of extra money to get a better phone like the Galaxy A20? Really curious to know your thoughts about that, and if you are going to buy the phone, let me know about it in the comment section below. Also, if you have any suggestions about other videos you'd like me to make about the Galaxy A10s, I'd love to hear that too. But this is Kevin here. This is the Samsung Galaxy A10s, and I will see you in the next video.